matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Ready. To throw is Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
Here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cowboys had 1 and 6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Go! Ready. Throwing is Milton. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
2nd down and 6 now. Ready? Here's Milton.
Man, and he hits him in stride. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Milton.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll try again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
They go right formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a long start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that play will set him back 11.
Bro, what the fuck is up with this game, bro? The fuck you gonna go all the way backwards like that shit, bro? This shit dumb as hell, bro. Like, what the fuck?
In the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come on.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready,
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
let's go now.
Handoff, Blue running right. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Milton. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Uncorks one for Davis.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll set up a throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take over. At their own 30-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Start.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Second and 11. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third down and 6.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Addison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Hawk 70.
Here's Blue. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part, Larry. I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Hold it ready.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Catch, go.
Now a give right side. Addison. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Triple leading.
Operating from the gun. Milton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hoffman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Addison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Off play action. Milton. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton completes this to Addison out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go.
Herbert going to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Herbert. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Herbert. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Wolf on now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Okay, ready? Ready?
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Okay.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. 2nd and short now following the fumble.
Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Addison. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. What a ball game this was. What an